Coming up, the Dolphins take on the Jets. It's a series tied at 55 wins apiece. But Miami has won 8 of the last 10 meetings. AFC East football heads your way. Next.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, Trask. This goes out wide for Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They go play action now with McSorley. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Being chased out left. He'll get this one to Patrick. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Throwing is McSorley. Flushed out right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So what do you think the... So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Buying time to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? McSorley's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Dolphins are going to take... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's McSorley to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he'll throw deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And finally, out of bounds all the way down about the 2. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. McSorley sets to pass. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now on 2nd and 13, McSorley.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. And it's... After a good punt half, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10.
He's going to keep this again.
And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now McSorley. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time,
and from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on 2nd down. McSorley eluding the pressure right.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, here's McSorley rolling to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Patrick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
It'll be McSorley again. He's got it.
And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
McSorley from the shotgun. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jet. Now Folk for the extra point. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Trask.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the... back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. McSorley 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Ekeler. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Ekeler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now with McSorley. Steps away. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket?
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. To try again after the sack. Trask gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Third and short yardage, Trask. Connecting with Mixon.
And they can't bring him down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Trask now looks to throw on first down.
He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Trask from the gun on third down.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Again, it's Trask.
To Mixon on the check down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
A first down throw for Trask.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff races. They're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Miami, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2.